SCP-084 image recovered from Internet Recon recordings. All other images subject to be SCP-084 broadcast. SCP-084 Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-084 is currently under a full non-interaction order until the full extent of the emission waves have been evaluated. For a detailed documentation of general FNI orders, see document XRG-1182 for detailed documentation on FNI orders in relation to SCP-084. See document XRG-128A. A continuous surveillance watch is to be maintained around the active area of SCP-084 with the primary objective of civilian misdirection and external surveillance with no major roads, trails, or other travel routes nearby. Any civilian encountered approaching SCP-084 are to be deemed suspect and detained for evaluation. Under no circumstances are any Foundation or civilian personnel allowed to be in the active area of SCP-084, except with express vocile and written permission, or no fewer than 2 members of O5 Command. Sentries are to maintain their posted position with line of sight contact checks on the fellow sentries in conjunction with compass and landmark checking. All reference points should be well outside the active area of SCP-084. Should any sentry fail to report in the VA local roll call, full recall orders will be issued to be sentries, and containment will be reevaluated by special response teams in the event of active area fluctuation. Full recall orders are to be assumed by all active sentries, followed by no appropriate action. No form of radio, GPS, television, cell phone, video camera, still picture camera, or other recording or electronic media devices are permitted within 100 meters of the active area around SCP-084. Civilians found with such devices within this area are to have said devices confiscated and destroyed immediately. Any recordings collected, data expunged. Description: SCP-084 appears to be a large radio tower positioned in a small large center of a large open field with 2 small outbuildings. Direct observation and sample collection from SCP-084 is impossible due to the effect that is emitted around from SCP-084. SCP-084 appears to be the emit form of a wave or radiation that determination of effect on local space-time reality. The most pronounced aspect of this alteration of local space with the active area of SCP-084. Externally, the active area forms a rough dome shape of 200 meters in the diameter. SCP-084 appears inside the area at random points, appearing to jump at random times, sometimes even appearing in multiple locations at once inside the active area. Internally, the space appears to be unlimited, with SCP-084 at the center. Image recorded by Recon Team B-3 team was photographed of blank hallway with the tile floor. SCP-084 is impossible to reach due to the emitted effect. Attempts to approach SCP-084 with the active area have returned the observation that SCP-084 retains its relative position on the horizon even after 3 months and 12 days, or dedicated. Direct travel both by vehicle and on foot. Termination tests have been provided and possible, and no means of destruction, and are capable of physically reaching SCP-084. Even when entered from outside the active area, local space will also distort periodically. This will cause relative distances to randomly extend or contract in a flicker, causing buildings or objects to suddenly jump thousands of meters away or rush up to other points, sometimes even causing overlaps. These overlaps have monarchically determinal effect on the living tissue. The town of is assumed to have been situated or in around the original manifestation of the active area. This town is no longer observable from the outside. The active area only once inside the active area has maintained the same population, 343 humans, for the duration of excapulation. Births appear to be impossible along with the normal aging pattern. Suicide and or homicide appear to be circulated by the area of effect with dead subjects, flickering and appearing alive and unharmed several seconds after death. There are also reports of events rewinding, causing things like a mortal wound to visibly freeze, and unclosed enclosed subjects appear to exhibit many events of inconstant space-time. As do most structures. For detailed observation, see log 084-A4. Electronic devices and recording equipment do not function correctly and around the active area. Subjects report bizarre or unsettling transmissions from video and audio recording and playback devices. This acts to totally isolate from the outside world. Any need for foundation and active containment is also, it appears impossible to leave the one active area and after a random period of one time. One subject found on the grass plain, see log 084-A4, reported he had been traveling for 6 years. He was found approximately 400 meters from the city limits.